2 tablespoons, not too sweet, just a little. 2 tablespoons of baking powder, which is why they're so light and flaky. 4 teaspoons of salt. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this together. And now I've got really cold butter. It's 3 sticks of butter, 3/4 of a pound. I'm going to put it in and just let the mixer do its thing until the butter is about the size of peas. So next I need 4 eggs and a cup of heavy cream. I didn't say they were low calorie, I just said they were delicious. And I'm just going to whisk the eggs and the cream together. I make all kinds of scones. I make plain scones, raisin scones, maple oatmeal scones. These are particularly good and decadent. So that's the wet ingredients. So as soon as the flour is just the right consistency, where you can see the butter is just in little bits, then I'm going to add the wet ingredients. Just put them in slowly. It's going to be really wet, but that's what makes really good scones. Okay, next I'm going to chop into the pecans. So I've got 1.5 cups of medium diced bittersweet chocolate and 1 cup of chopped pecans. Just going to toss them together. And to make sure they get well distributed, I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons of flour. Just coat them a little bit. And make sure they get distributed in the dough. Okay, here it goes. So we'll turn this on low, and then just slowly add it in. These scones are just packed with pecans and chocolate. And when you bite into every bite, there's a little bit of milk and chocolate in it. I mean, how bad can that be? Okay, now comes the fun part. I'll dump out the dough onto a very well-floured board and knead it a few times to be sure the chocolate and pecans are well distributed. Adding a little flour so the dough doesn't stick to the board. Then I'll roll out the dough 1 inch thick with a floured rolling pin. Dip a 3-inch cutter in flour, cut out the scones, and place them on 2 parchment-lined sheet pans. Okay, I'm just going to egg wash the scones now. So I've mixed 1 egg with 2 tablespoons of water.
Looking.
What this does is brown them really nicely on top.
Keep on looking.
Nice brown scones.
Keep on
These are going to be great when they
looking.
bake. The cold butter is going to make them
You
puff
may
up really well.
find the one that you
Big
want.
puddles of
Just
chocolate
keep
in them.
on
This would be
looking.
really good. So that's the egg wash. And then just a little bit of sugar on the top. Just give it a little sweet crunch, as though they're not sweet enough. Just lightly. I always do this on scones. Okay, ready for the oven.
Keep on looking.
400 degrees for 10 minutes. Then switch the pans around so they cook evenly and bake them for another 10 minutes. When the tops are lightly browned and the insides are fully baked, I'll take them out and put them on a platter. Ta-da! Gorgeous scones. These look amazing. If anybody thinks that scones are dry and tasteless, they've never had these. You make big puddles of chocolate, crunchy pecans. Nobody will ever accuse you of making boring scones again. What if you take something like, say, applesauce that everybody knows, but it's not that exciting, and really ramp up the flavor? So I'm starting with 2 kinds of apples. I have Granny Smith apples, which are tart, and Honeycrisp apples, which are really sweet. I like the balance of that. Next, I'm going to add lots of citrus. So I'm going to add the zest and the juice of 2 oranges. And I actually do it right over the top. I love this method of cooking, because when it's on the stove, we always like adjusting the flame. But if you put it in the oven, you set a timer, forget about it. Okay, that's 1 orange. These are gorgeous, huge oranges. In the cooking, the zest is going to cook, but you'll still see it in the finished applesauce. It gives it so much flavor. Okay, that's the oranges. I'm going to do 1 lemon, and then I'm going to do the juice also. So when this cooks, you see got the apples and all that juice, and a little brown sugar, lots of cinnamon. This is no jarred applesauce from the grocery store.
I'm looking for something I can't find.
Okay, so now I'm going to juice them. This applesauce is really great as dessert with a little warm applesauce, a little sweet with vanilla ice cream. But it's also great if I'm serving my turkey as kind of a side dish. It's great for Thanksgiving. And by using good produce, you don't have to do that much to make it taste better. Just a little bit of juice, some cinnamon, and just flavor the applesauce. Okay, I'm just going to pour it right over. A few more things. 4 tablespoons of butter, because of course butter makes everything taste better, even applesauce. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just spread it out. You don't even have to mix it together because when you cook,
Trailer for sale around.
half a cup of brown sugar.
Rooms
You
to
can like
like
brown sugar, but if you
50
have dark brown
cents.
sugar, it's fine too. And of
No
course,
job,
raspberries.
no pull,
12 ounces
no
of fresh
pen.
raspberries. I want to make sure they're really sweet. So good. And don't even need to stir it. Just put the lid on,
Yes.
350 degrees for about an hour and 15 minutes. And it's going to be the most delicious applesauce.
Yes.
I smell apples and raspberries.
Shut up and drive,
So
drive,
good.
drive,
Applesauce.
drive.
Oh, that's a big pot of applesauce. So what you see is
Deborah,
amazing.
Deborah, 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 oh,
Yeah,
Deborah.
gorgeous. I love the red and apples. So what I do is I just have a big whisk. And I just whisk the whole thing. I love that it's really chunky, but there's some creamy parts. Some of the apples disintegrate. Some of them stay in little chunks. And now I'm going to show you my favorite way to serve this. It's for dessert. So, big low bowl, like a soup bowl. Just spoon it in. Of course, vanilla ice cream makes everything taste better. So a little scoop of cold vanilla ice cream on the warm applesauce, so it kind of melts into it. And then just a little bit of orange zest on top, just to sort of give it extra flavor. I love to take ordinary ingredients from the grocery store and make it really special. And I would say raspberry roasted applesauce is just that. But don't bother me, I'm very busy. From the moment your river cruise begins, we're with you all the way. New places, new experiences, new friends, perfect moments shared. Discover your perfect moment with award-winning Titan Travel. Book your river cruise today, backed by Titan's guaranteed principles. Search Titan River Cruises or visit your travel agent at All Protected. When your tenants have a burst pipe, superheroes crashing through the walls and can help anyone. With Direct Line Landlord Emergency added to your policy, we're on it to send a rather super plumber and guarantee they'll use the doorbell. Your tenants call us, we call them, they're on the job within 4 hours. We can also assemble locksmiths, glaziers, electricians and drainage engineers. We solve problems and you save money. Come direct for landlord insurance. We're on it. Direct Line.
How do you know what you don't know? Can you smell out your health foes? If not, you'll have to find some other ways of knowing, I suppose. How do you know what your blood knows?
Really
Just let us.
cutting
Help
egg.
you disclose. Test important biomarkers from home with free next day delivery. Do something about blood testing at will.com.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. See the watch is staring at
Is everyone could talk to her?
Are you concerned about cyber threats? Increase your digital safety. Use your
Oh, the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey.
This summer at TalkTalk, we've got deals that make
I
sense.
went for a
Our new 5
walk
Plus packages offer everything you get
on
with
a
our
winter's
standard
day.
unlimited broadband plans, plus award-winning online security.
I'll be
Plus,
safe and
guaranteed fixed
warm
prices starting at just £26 a month
if
for
I
18
was in
months.
LA.
Plus, the latest Amazon Echo Dot with Alexa. Plus,
California
an Amazon Smart Plug.
dreaming
5 Plus packages. When you add it all up, it just
on
makes
just
sense.
a winter's day.
Search TalkTalk Fibre. TalkTalk for everyone.
California
Big
dreaming
Serenata flowers.
on just a winter's day.
Send a gorgeous hand-tied bouquet as an easy and convenient way to give the perfect gift. Or choose from our beautiful letterbox flowers.
I
to
went
reach the
for a
weather
walk
and more.
on a winter's day.